Next, I'd like to introduce Virginia Gomez. Virginia serves as president of Southern California Minority Business Development Council, the region's largest minority advocacy organization. Virginia joined SCM BDC in 2001 after retiring as contract compliance officer at the LA Department of Water and Power, the nation's largest municipally owned utility, among which duties she performed was oversight of the department's supplier diversity program. SCM BDC is one of 37 regional councils in the National Minority Supplier Development Council network, whose mission since 1972 has been to link minority suppliers with corporate America. So we're very excited to have Virginia with us today. Virginia?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, thank you to the General Electric and Southern California Edison team for providing this opportunity to speak about Southern California Minority Business Development Council and our offerings. For more than 35 years, Southern California Minority Business Development Council, and I'll just say SCNBDC because I can't continue to say that long name. So SCNBDC, for nearly 35 years, has been providing a direct link between minority business owners and corporate members who support our organization to do business with corporations. SCNBDC has provided the opportunity to introduce, prepare, and enable minority businesses to enable them to do business with corporate America through 4 significant activities. Southern California Minority Business Development Council is one of 37 regional councils affiliated with the National Minority Supplier Development Council, a network whose mission is really to link all of you suppliers with corporate America. Our service area spans 13 Southern California counties from north of Mexico up to and including Fresno County, with the exception of the San Diego County. We achieve our mission to introduce, prepare, enable minority businesses to do business with corporate America through 4 significant activities. 1, certification of ethnic minority businesses, development of minority businesses, connecting minority businesses, and the advocacy of minority businesses. We represent the interests of over 800,000 minority businesses in our 13-county service area and directly serve more than 1,600 minority businesses who reside and are certified in our database, and nearly 200 corporate members who support our organization. In certifying minority businesses, what we achieve for corporations is the legitimacy of suppliers who come before them to do business with them. Because of the required documents in your certification, such as business tax, licenses, your articles of incorporation, your bank statements, your bylaws, and your stock ledgers and things of that nature, we know that you are a legitimate, viable, and existing business in the business community. In developing minority businesses, we have several programs. One of them is the Capacity Building Initiative, which is a program that we introduced more than 2 years ago to have a mentor-protege environment wherein corporations select 2 to 3 suppliers that they mentor and basically introduce them to their internal processes, how to do RFPs and bid specifications, and also to introduce them to really understanding how to understand procurement in their organizations. CBI, which is a Capacity Building Initiative, has been a very successful program in that most of the suppliers have been able to get vetted to other corporations who are part of that program and have gotten contracts through that particular program. We have communication skills sessions, which essentially is one of the most successful and popular programs that we have. We have a USC professor who essentially comes and does mentoring in terms of providing immediate feedback to participants of that particular program. In the meantime, what we do as staff is we videotape them, and then by the time you get back to your offices, we have a videotape that you can take a look at and criticize your own presentations. So that's something that we've done to, we conduct those sessions quite frequently in our organization. Actually, our conference room can be turned into a studio, so we also have a program which is called a 30-second MBE, where if you're certified by our organization, you can come and be videotaped and basically introduce your company and talk about your programs, services, and products. We also have a number of how-to types of sessions. Today, if you had gone into our website, you would have seen a how to conduct networking sessions with buyers, and you would have been able to take a look at the tapes that we have related to that. We also have how to do business with federal government and other how-to sessions that help you enhance your growth and also help you to do business with corporate America. In connectivity, what we have on an annual basis is a Minority Business Opportunity Trade Fair, where more than 1,100, sometimes we're hoping more than 2,000 this year, will actually attend our Minority Business Opportunity Trade Fair. There you have the opportunity to meet 90 plus corporate members and over 400 corporate representatives who are there to seek out minority businesses that match their procurement needs. We also conduct a reverse trade fair where suppliers are actually invited to be the exhibitors, and buyers and decision makers from procurement organizations are there to actually walk the floor. So they get to be the ones to introduce themselves to you, and you'll be surprised at how difficult it is for them to turn that reverse role around. The other things that we do in terms of connectivity is we have electronic newsletters where if you have a message as a corporation or as a minority business owner that you would like to publicize, we would be more than pleased to hear about your success story or just the messages that you would like to display in electronic form, and we send it out to all of our corporations. Upon being certified, what we do is we also publicize that you become certified with our organization, and we provide a link immediately in our electronic newsletter that allows corporations to view your website and to understand what you are all about, what your products and services are, and the things that you can do to strategically help them achieve their procurement needs. In advocacy, I've already said that we represent the interests of over 700 minority businesses in the Southern California area, and we advocate for minorities in terms of issues, contemporary issues that are impacting the organization, the minority businesses. And so in terms of advocacy, if you're interested in coming in and be introduced to a number of corporations that may be doing business with us, we would be more than pleased to sit down with you and talk about how you can target those particular corporations. As mentioned before, certification is actually our core service, and we are the gold standard of minority certification in the nation. The reason that we're considered that is because our certification is so stringent that most, if not all, procuring agencies accept our certification. Our certification takes 35 to 40 days, and there is a fee. Most government agencies who certify do not charge for fees, but we do because of the types of programs and services that we provide to all of our minority businesses. I would like to shift just a little bit from what we do and shift to what you're doing here today in networking with GE and Southern California Edison buyers. There's always a number of things that you can do to prepare for these networking events. And in my presentations, I like to just go over a number of things that before you came here, you might have considered doing. But even as you do network with the buyers of today, I'd like to go through some of the things that you might think about. You would like to develop 30 to 60 second unique value propositions and strategic advantage statements. When you go before a corporate representative, be sure that you've already understood what it is that they provide and how you can strategically provide their procurement needs and help them to achieve something that's strategic to them. Become a strategic supplier to them. Target 3 to 5 companies when you're networking in a huge trade fair. Today you have GE and you've got Southern California Edison before you. Make sure you know which buyer you should be talking to so that you are focusing on particular areas that you wish to be able to contract with that particular company. When you're getting certified, be sure that you target the right certification agency. For instance, the utilities and telecommunications organizations require you to be certified by Supplier Clearinghouse, which is a certifying arm of the California Public Utilities Commission. On the commercial side, Southern California Minority Business Development Council is a certifying agency which most commercial companies ask you to be certified with. Know how to write winning proposals and respond to bid specifications. Join and be involved with business, trade, and advocacy organizations. And join not just in terms of paying the dues, but also be engaged and become active, and that way you get to network in a different environment with the corporate representatives, and you meet the people, and oftentimes you'll meet, incidentally, the people that you need to be dealing with. Relationship building is part of the organization's roles, and therefore, if you join an organization, do more than just pay your dues. Get engaged. Keep abreast of new legislation that affect your particular companies. The minority business community, oftentimes there are so many legislation that have been passed that impact your companies that you may not be aware of. In the last year, there's been a number of legislation that have gone through the federal government that actually require federal agencies to be doing business, not just in terms of including you in their contract opportunities, but also to include you as a contractor. 23% has been set aside by the federal government for you to for minority businesses to actually be awarded contracts through the federal government. And then the last thing I want to leave you with is network, network, network. I know that there are so many opportunities for you to attend different types of organizational networking, but the more you network, the more people you meet. And I know that you have an awful lot of items on your plate, but if you meet only one person at a particular networking opportunity, that might lead to other opportunities. And that's the way that you gain your relationship building and also gain exposure and visibility and absolutely be there for the networking organizations. Thank you so much. Please go to our website, which is www.scmbdc.org, and take a look at all of the other activities that we do conduct. I didn't name all of them, but we have a number of innovative types of programs and services that are available to suppliers. And just for your information, we do not preclude non-minority suppliers to participate in our organizational programs. And that's because we believe and understand that corporate members